did I become a PR in Canada within 2 years? That is my topic for today's video. I want to make this video because not only I want to share my path and my experience, I also want to reflect on what I did right and what I could have done better for someone who is seeking an opportunity to live in Canada, someone who living here already but haven't got their PR yet, or just someone who want to get out their country and choose Canada to go. So let's get into it. Anyway, how is my look today? I'm trying to look more mature, but yeah, a little bit about my background because I think people should know where I came from. I was living in Vietnam for 25 something years, and I thought that I'm gonna be there forever, but I have 3 years of work experience at the moment that I decided to go to Canada. Just so you know, if you have 3 years of work experience in a foreign country, you will gain 50 points in your express entry profile. And what is express entry profile? We're gonna talk about it later. I studied business for my university degree, but I have been working as a data analyst since I graduated. That's why I applied for a diploma in big data analytics in a college in Canada. But I made a very risky decisions, which 90% of students avoid doing, but I still went with it. Actually, it's like 99% of students won't do it. That is, instead of having 2 years of studying, I only choose 1 year of studying. The differences is that if I have 2 years of studying, I have 3 years of work permit. If I study for just 1 year, I only have 1 year of work permit. So to be safe, most people gonna choose the 2 years studying, but for me, I feel like my experience in Vietnam would be the same, my skill sets and my knowledge would be the same. It's just that I have more time to find a job, which I think is gonna be the same pressure anyway. I don't like group work, I don't like studying, I like learning, but I don't like studying, and I also don't have the budget to study for 2 years. I think that's the main reason. But that turned out to be the best decisions that I have ever made. Then I arrived in Canada, studied for a year, and have a diploma degree. This adds another 15 points to my express entry profile. And then I started looking for a job. That is the beginning of a lot of nightmares. I must say that the most difficult time in my life is when I look for a job in Canada, because people rejected me, ghosted me, interviewed me to the final round but still didn't choose me. But because I need money to survive, so I applied for a part-time job as a server. First is at this Thai restaurant, but they keep me on trial shift and they didn't pay me at all. So I was so hopeless. Every day I eat junk food. I wake up, didn't know what's gonna happen. And then I found another server job at a Vietnamese restaurant. So I was responsible for spreading the banh mi, because you know it's very like a signature dish, and I wasn't good at it. I cut the banh mi so bad that they couldn't accept me, and it was my fault, but I got rejected by my own people. My heart was broken, it was up and down all the time, but I didn't give up. 3 months later, drum rolls, I got a job offer and I was so happy. I remember at that time I was going to do another shift, like another trial shift at that Thai restaurant again, but I quit to go celebrate the same night. I finally feel stable here, but little did I know how upside down it was gonna be again. So before I came here, I aimed for STEAM category invitation. That means people working in science, technology, engineering, and math career can be invited to be a PR if their score is high enough. I remember it was like they invite people with the score around like 500. My score was so low at that time. I remember it was just around like 470 something, but they completely stopped that policy after I graduated, and I only have 1 year of work permit, so I have to get PR within 1 year. I didn't make it because during the time that I was working, my score was so much lower than the cutoff score to be invited. I remember it was around like 530 something, but my score was just around like 490. So I used all of my energy, my brain, and my time to max out my score. So I took an English test. I maxed out a lot of my skills like listening, reading, and speaking. Then I have another 40 points because I work in Canada. After my 1 year work permit, my score was around like 115. 7 days before my work permit expired, I got invited to be a PR. I remember I couldn't sleep that night. So in my case, I think it's about opportunity met preparation. So let's talk about preparation and what I did right in this process. There are 3 things that I did right. The first thing, but also the most risky things, is that I only took 1 year of studying. But it worked out for me because at that time the policy changed dramatically. So having a longer time of studying wouldn't guarantee success because things can change. Second thing that I did right was that studying hard for my IELTS score. I woke up early before going to work to study. After work, I also spent more time studying. I took so many tests just to get to the point that I want, and I believe everyone should do it as well. And the last right thing that I did was that I applied for a job 2 months, 3 months before I graduate, so that I have time to prepare on my resume and have it reviewed by many different people. Also have more experience in interviewing, and of course we also have to talk about what I could have done better. I think the first thing is that I need to prepare for an IELTS test so much earlier. Just looking back, if I got my IELTS score a little bit higher, then I could be a PR like a few months sooner. And also during the time that I was in school, I have so much free time to be focused only just studying. Instead, I was eating around, exploring, traveling. I don't regret it, to be honest, and I think the second thing is that I should fix my resume sooner. I also need to connect with more people just to learn about their experience and have them review my work or my resume. You know, they say that if you know everything that you should know, then you're already rich. So I think I should be happy with my timeline because there are many people that I should meet. I'm happy with my current employment. I received a lot of good advice from strangers, so that takes me to the next point. What are all the opportunities during my journey? Like, you know, I don't believe that a success is just purely about talent or purely about look. I think it's a combination between both. My very first opportunity is that I had a chance to work as a student assistant. It's my first part-time job in Canada, and I work remotely, so not only I could earn money during the time that I was studying, I also can say that I have Canadian experience, and it made me stand out from other candidates because having Canadian experience means that you already learn about the working culture in Canada. You are able to work with Canadian. And my second opportunity is that I talk to the right person. I reached out to a software developer in LinkedIn, and he helped me to review my resume line by line. I also had a coffee chat with a project manager in Microsoft. He told me about his story from a salesperson to a project manager in Microsoft, and it was so inspiring. I also learned about his mindset when it's come to an interview. I also received a lot of referrals. Even though I didn't get any chance to interview with their company, I still appreciate their time and energy to talk to me. The next lucky thing is working for my current company because they had helped me from the start. And of course, the biggest thing is that I received an invitation to apply for a permanent resident in Canada from IRCC at the right time. The only one thing that I want you to take out from this video is that you have to prepare and learn about immigration policy in Canada as soon as you could and prepare as much as you can. Also, don't be shy to reach out to people, especially now is the era of social media, so you can just get to know people from the comfort of your bed. Also, have some audacity, because I don't believe in impossibility. I wrote to people whenever I feel like there should be another solutions. I even reached out to IRCC to give me another opportunity to continue to work, and they did get back to me and show me how to extend and maintain my status while still working. So I think that's gonna be another topic for another video, but my point is that you cannot be afraid. You have to just go for it. Say what you think. Say what need to get done. Of course, you have to say it nicely and put some emotion in it, and learn how to write is really important too. That's gonna be everything for today's video. I hope this video helps someone in their Olymp PR journey. I'll see you soon. Express Entry is a Canadian government online system used to manage immigration application for skilled workers seeking permanent residence. It acts as a fast-track, points-based pathway for 3 federal programs: Federal Skilled Worker, Federal Skilled Trade, and Canadian Experience Class. So mine was the last one, Canadian Experience Class. Prioritizing candidates likely to success economically. Loves it.